Nyakoma.
AKOMA greetings, family.
What do you believe about love and how do you know?
Hmm.
What most of us don't understand is that our life is directly related to what we believe or what we don't believe yet. And how that shows up in love is we can think that relationships are difficult. We can think that there's no one out there that we can find. We can think a whole bunch of things that actually limit us and keep us from getting the love that we want.
Right.
When we're working with people, we tell them you either have generalizations that are wrong, outdated, and not serving you, or you have some rules that you need to change if you want to be happy in love.
Mm.
We're Montsho and Nwasha, and we help Blacks in leadership have healthy, happy, and harmonious relationships without wasting their time in counseling, sacrificing their work, or losing their sense of self.
And it's important to understand that in order to do this, we have to manage our beliefs. See, beliefs are simply a feeling of certainty that we've made very real, and we've convinced ourselves that they are actual and factual. The problem is that beliefs, although they are oftentimes real, they're not necessarily always true, especially when they are a limiting belief. So we want to move our beliefs from limiting beliefs into liberating beliefs.
Mm-hmm. And what most people also don't realize is that about a quarter of the couples who go to counseling actually still divorce anyway.
Right.
And about half of people who get married seek out counseling. And what's really important about that is a lot of times when we go to counseling, we are not really addressing unconscious, subconscious, or limiting beliefs. We kind of are doing something, it's kind of like triage. We have a problem and we go for this big presenting problem, and we don't actually understand that we need an element of relationship education in order to deal with our relationship. So this is something that we talk about in our premier program, AKOMA S.O.U.L. It's actually the first thing that we talk about, because when you go to counseling, if you don't believe counseling will work, but you go anyway, then chances are it's not going to work for you. If you don't believe a person can make a change, but you go anyway, chances are it's not going to work for you. And so it's so important for us to understand we take a cultural perspective that says that what you believe is part of your thoughts, it's part of your equation for living, right? It's the beginning. Right. And in indigenous understanding, thought is first. Thought is the first sense. Right. So first you have thought, then you have emotion, then you have sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. What we experience in our relationship, it's all of those senses, but what we typically go to counseling about are the sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Right. The reality that we feel that we are experiencing with our love, with our partner, with our mate, right? If you don't understand that thoughts are first, your beliefs are first, how you even interpret what you get in reality, so the way that you talk to each other, the looks that you get, what you're experiencing in the 5 physical senses, if you don't understand that thoughts are first, it'll be hard for you to even interpret what you're actually getting or make changes in those things or recognize when you do see changes to actually reframe your belief system. Sometimes people are attempting to make a change and it doesn't satisfy you. Sometimes a person doesn't know how to make the change and we're misinterpreting that. So it's really important for us to know that going to counseling is one level of support. And it's a level that is not complete. It's incomplete, right? It's really important for us to know that you have to have an element of healing, and you also have to have an element of education, and you also have to have some immersion into changing your practices, your skill sets. And the very first one that is so important, and the first one that we tackle in AKOMA S.O.U.L is your belief system. What you actually believe right now, and how to change a belief, and how to kind of install the belief that you need to have in order to get what you want.
Yeah, beliefs are like your constant supernatural communication, meaning that it's naturally how you communicate, whether it's positive or negative. It has become the natural way that you communicate, but it is the communication that you have with yourself. So it's running constant on an almost unconscious level. It is subconscious, meaning it was conscious at one point. and now it's underneath your current consciousness running on autoplay in a subconscious level. And beliefs come in a couple of styles. One is operational beliefs, things that we're actually measuring and doing every day. This is what we operate under. This is the belief that we operate under. So you can watch how a person moves, and then you can see some of their beliefs. But underneath that, and really driving a lot of our behavior that a lot of us are unaware of, is these core beliefs. These are beliefs that were formed in your 0 to 7 years old or your 7 to 14 years old. And they're playing out in your adult relationships on automatic. They're oftentimes not even discernible to you. In fact, your partner, your family, your good friends who can see you better, you know yourself better, but they can see you from an outside vantage point better. They can actually tell you, hey, I notice you say this a lot when this situation comes up, or I notice you do this a lot when this situation comes up, especially an intimate partner who's sharing the highest level of relationship, human relationship with you. They could tell you some stuff that you might not be seeing as a pattern, because our beliefs come out as our behavior patterns. And so you show me a person who has specific behaviors in a relationship or in a series of relationships, and I can almost pinpoint what are their limiting beliefs. So we want to get the limiting beliefs out of the way, because what a lot of people don't understand is that beliefs are absolutely mutable. They are changeable, kind of like a shirt or an outfit that you have on. But there has to be a cognitive restructuring of how we form beliefs, and then we have to know what that is, and then know how to change it. And in our premier relationship skills building program called AKOMA S.O.U.L, the SOUL acronym is for self and others understanding love. We're going to show you how to master the art and science of Black love culture so that you can win at love. If you're interested in changing your beliefs, whether you're single or you're married or mated, or you're looking to court and you're going into the next phase of a new relationship, or my God, if it's your first relationship and you want to start off right, salute to you. You're doing better than most people, but you want to manage your beliefs. Or you're just seeing that you're hitting walls and you don't know why, or you're hesitant to do certain things and you don't know why, or worse, you're in situations and you sabotaging all the time and you just don't know why. For certain, it is probably your beliefs, because ironically, a belief is just a feeling of certainty. So we want to introduce you to AKOMA S.O.U.L so that you can understand how the program works, and you can see all of the skills that we have, what we call the Super 7 AKOMA Soulmate skills, the 7 core skills that you need to build your relationships. And in communication, one of the core skills is managing your beliefs. So click the link, get in tune with AKOMA S.O.U.L, and allow us to serve you so that you can win at intimate love. Until we see you and talk to you about your beliefs, we greeting you in the everlasting words of Black love culture. As always, we say,
Nia Koma.
Nia Koma.